Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
So off we go then. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job is to make sure he shuts down any build-up play in that area.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. And he's well positioned here. Martinelli. And he has been fouled there.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Oh, that's amazing! A stellar strike from the skipper!
Well, we can only hope that this has set the tone for what's to come. Captain Majestic has stunned the whole arena.
Oh, that is a bit special. So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Osai Samuel, Chukwueze. And it's Ndidi. Martinelli. Calafiori. Saliba. Calafiori. Rice, Saliba, and it's played forward. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Moved on forwards. Aina. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Timber. Saka. Thinks one through. Saka is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Can he latch on to this?
Saka.
Odegaard. Martinelli. Out to the left it goes. That's the keeper's ball. Aina. That's really well manoeuvred. Aina. Showing good feet. That's an excellent interception. He has found the way through. He's taking on the lot of them. Merino, Martinelli, and he's got his cross in. Ndidi.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Calmly anticipates. Vicious ball here. Danger averted for now. Aina. Nigeria are already trailing here early on. They cannot afford to let this get worse.
Well, I would say that they've only got themselves to blame, Peter. They've been caught cold.
And here's Osimhen. Chance, surely! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Odegaard. Long ball looking to counter. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Quarter of an hour played. Osimhen! Decent enough try. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Over to the left. Aina. The pressing's intense and it's paid off.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
And here's Martinelli. Merino. Timber elects to cross. Osai Samuel. Ndidi with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. And it's Ødegaard. Clearly not happy with that. Does really well to win the ball there. Aim forwards. Could move up a gear here. Ndidi is the guilty party there. Oh, that's a shooting chance! Cleared without complication. Saka pulls it back. Merino. Played out wide. Martinelli wins the duel this time. Lovely bit of skill. Plenty waiting in the middle. Martinelli, now here's the delivery.
It was hopeful, to say the least. You need more men inside the box, more movement, otherwise it's pretty much a waste.
And it's played forward. Chukwueze. And here's Osimhen. Chukwueze. Played out to the right. That's good play. Now the cross. And he's there to clear it. Martinelli, gently done. And here's Saka. And it's Timber. And the counter is on. Osimhen played out to the left flank. Ødegaard. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And back to the goalkeeper. Gabriel moved on forwards. Nicely intercepted. Timber. Rice forwards and with intent. I have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And here's Osimhen.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
The ball goes in. Ødegaard. That's really well manoeuvred.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Osimhen played through into space. Gabriel getting this one clear. Time to deliver. Cross goes in there. Yep, it's a corner. They've played it short. Hit into the middle. Keeper's dealt with that. He is just caressing the ball. Chukwueze. And it's been taken short. Can he deliver? Climbs up big! Oh, not the best of headers. Ødegaard given the lift of his goal. Timber shifted upfield. Neither side really getting hold of the ball. Rice. Martinelli. Osei Samuel. Martinelli. Delivered with swing. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Gabriel. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Bassi makes the interception. Probing pass. Chukwueze. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Out to the left it goes. Moved on forwards. Bassi. Nigeria are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Timber. Ødegaard.
Saka.
Rice. Martinelli. Martinelli tries to thread one through. In it comes. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Chukwueze. Now it's Ndidi. A chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Ndidi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
They've played it short. This looks promising. Calafiori gets it away. And it's Osei Samuel. Chance! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Arsenal, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
And it's been taken short. Mikel Merino, aim forwards. Martinelli. Merino. And it's played forward. He's onto it in a flash. Aina. Didi. Now it's Chukwueze. And he cuts out the supply. Saliba. Merino. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Timber.
Saka.
And that was very necessary. Arsenal have got it back and they'll have another go. Martinelli. Martinelli. Oh, such a clever touch. Now, what about a counter-attack? Rice. Calafiori. Saka. Merino. Merino. Martinelli. Now who's going to be first to this? And we've reached half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And the action is back on the way.
Nigeria can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Merino. And it's Timber. Now it's Saka. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. That'll be a corner. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Lovely feet. Succumbs to the pressure. Rice did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Ødegaard. Ødegaard forwards and with... There's the shot! Really well taken goal. 2 up now, and they are cruising. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Arsenal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Now it's Chukwueze. Oh, that's nice. Here it is, crossed in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
That's a cute ball. Ødegaard. Pinged towards the front line. Moved on forwards. Aina. Aina. Referee's given a throw. Timber. Gabriel. Rice. Saliba. Oh, this looks sharp. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Bassi. Ndidi. And it's played forward. Big chance!
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Aina. And here's Osimhen. And here's Chukwueze. Osimhen. Osimhen! Timber.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Looks across and plays it in. Iwobi. That's really well manoeuvred. Calafiori gets across to intercept that. Merino. Gabriel. Gabriel shifted upfield. Iwobi. Chukwueze. Martinelli. Odegaard. Timber. Gabriel. Odegaard. Quality ball. Quick thinking by the keeper, he did well. Timber. Merino. Calafiori. And it's Merino. Calafiori. Rice. So we've reached the hour mark. Ball's played through. Merino. Gets a good foot in there. Oh, it's come loose. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Decent hit from there.
Arsenal look very much like they've got to that time where it's all about closing this one out. Just take the sting out of the opposition.
Arsenal, on the other hand, are left with no choice but to risk everything and to go for it. Osimhen. Oh, Osimhen! Merino. Calafiori. Aim forwards. It'll be a throw-in. Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Listen, it's not nice and it's not clever, Peter, but it has to be done when he tries to make one of those telling runs.
Chukwueze. Up he goes! And yes, it's there! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Saliba. Rice. Rice, gently done. It's a throw-in. Chukwueze, done delicately. Can he get onto this? Iwobi, that's tidy. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Defending of the desperate variety. Nigeria have reclaimed it. Back in once more. Cleared away. Crosses it in here.
Nigeria really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well, the ball's come loose here. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Martinelli really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, can he get onto this? Calafiori looks to the other side. Timber. Now that's well seen too. Now it's Saka. And that's been won straight back. Well, that's a clever looking ball. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And reclaimed it in a trice. And here's Osimhen. Osimhen finds himself offside. Time for a change in personnel. Ødegaard. Saliba, forwards and with intent. That's really well manoeuvred. Clipped into space.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Gabriel cuts out the pass.
Saka.
Saliba shifted upfield. Moved on forwards. And it's gone back to the keeper.
Arsenal clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Well timed, excellent interception. Martinelli. Osimhen. Ndidi. And here's Chukwueze. Osimhen! Saka out to the right. Timber. He whips it across. Defending of the desperate variety. Looking for a decent ball in. It's run loose here. Looking here to chip it through. Played into space out wide.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
It will be. Chukwueze. Osai Samuel tries making a foray down the right. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. And it's hoisted clear. Promising position. Swing. Oh, what a climb! And that has been clubbed away. And it's Ndidi.
Nigeria really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Lukman. Einar. That's very neat.
Nigeria really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And it's played forward. It will be. Osai Samuel, aim forwards. That's really well manoeuvred. And that has been cleared.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Ødegaard. Ødegaard played over towards the opposite flank. And it's played forward. That has been cut short. Osai Samuel shifted upfield. Lewis Skelly. Merino tries to dink it through. And it's Lewis Skelly. Nice control. Great chance! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Lewis Skelly clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
And it's lofted through here.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode. Look, their supporters must be going balmy about this because there's no sense of purpose in what we're seeing.
It will be have it back and can go again. Einar. He's through here. Lukman. It's a loose ball.
Nigeria really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Lewis Skelly forwards and with intent. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Lukman. Osimhen. Well, the referee has brought that. I'm not sure I have. Draw your own conclusions. I've drawn mine.
Yeah, I agree, Peter. I don't think there was any contact. My feeling on first watch was that there was none.
And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Much more than a formality.
A picture of confidence. That was never missing.
So all square with almost no time remaining. Lewis Skelly. Martinelli. "90 minutes up, and we will be back for extra time."
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
So a short respite for the players as they prepare themselves for another 30 minutes.